Hey guys, it's competition time, and thank you all so much for helping me get to that 1000 subscriber mark. It really does mean so much to me, and as a thank you, I'm going to be giving back to you guys. And my name's Troy, I'm bold, and I collect watches. So let me tell you about this competition. Well, first of all, it's real easy to enter. All you need to do is leave a comment below with what has been your favourite watch that's featured on my channel, and along with maybe ideas for future videos, what you'd like to see in the future, be it certain brands, certain models, or maybe like something like top 10 lists. Anything and everything is considered, but please keep it PG, because after all, I don't want my channel being removed after hitting 1000 subscribers. So let's see what's being given away. We have this awesome Declan Bellator. This is sent over to the channel by the guys over at Seizmont, and it was a freebie to the channel, so I'd really love to see one of my viewers benefit from it. But as always, it's time to tell you what I rate and what I hate about this watch. Let's get started. The price of this watch is £179, which works out roughly at $232 or €213. It certainly isn't a cheap chronograph by any means, but the look of this watch is premium. It certainly looks a lot more expensive than the price tag. If you're into your automatics or something a little less impactful on the wrist, something a little bit more subtle, then this one isn't going to be for you, but the wrist present this one has is rather impressive. But how does this thing wear? Let's check out those dimensions. The Declan Bellator has been constructed from surgical grade stainless steel. The case is fully polished and it does have crown guards. These are also polished. The lugs are quite short because they slope down drastically, and the lugs are pretty flat with no curve to them at all. The bezel is polished and it's quite thin, which allows the dial to be the star of the show. On the back we have a signed snap-on case back. Nothing breathtaking, but the logo is horizontal and it is straight, just how it should be. Nothing here to trigger my OCD. Let's move on to the pushers and the crown. The pushers have a look of being screwed out, but that's where it ends, at the look and not the function. And the signed crown is a push-pull one and is signed with the Seizmont logo. Inside the Declan Bellator, we have a Miyota 6S30 movement. The movement is from the Citizen Group and is of Japanese origin. The battery needed for this is the SR927W, and you can expect a battery life of 4 years. That's pretty moderate considering this is a chrono movement, but please bear in mind, the more you use the chrono, the quicker your battery will die, and then it's going to need replacing. Being quartz, as you can imagine, the accuracy is very, very good, and you can expect an accuracy of plus to minus 20 seconds per month. The dial gives me Speedmaster vibes, if not Speedmaster, certainly the Lunar Pilot. So when it came to choosing a watch to review, I just couldn't pass this opportunity up to see this in the flesh. The dial, when you look at the images online, looks almost like a midnight black, a very dark, vivid black. But when you see it in hand, it has a warm, dark brown hue to it. It's stunning. It's almost like dark chocolate. It really is that dark. The watch features 3 subdials. One is a 1/20th of a second dial, and that can be found here at the 2 o'clock. And here at the 6 o'clock is our ticking second-hand subdial. The final subdial can be found at the 10 o'clock, and this is our 60-minute chronograph dial. This moves when the central chrono hand does a full rotation around the dial, meaning that this can time up to 1 hour.
Exactly! I bought this pen 1 hour before my bike was stolen!
So anyway, back to this watch, and you'll be pleased to know it has a date function. It isn't my preferred placement to have the date here, but it's the perfect placement to have the date here when you have a busy dial like the one on this watch. You'll see there's a tachymeter running around the outside, that's to measure our kilometers an hour, and this has been printed onto that chapter ring. All indices have been applied and they include lume, as does the hands, and some lume has also been applied to this lollipop second hand. But what's this lume like? Let's find out. So from the lume, we now move on to the crystal, and something Seizmont have done right, and that is by giving us a flat piece of sapphire crystal. It's a lovely big piece of sapphire crystal, and that's really encouraging, and I'm over the moon with this choice. If we take a second now to look at the bracelet, you'll see that it's been highly polished on that center link, something I don't usually like, but it works here because of the polished case. The links are solid, I believe, and if they're not, they've done a great job with it. The watch comes with female end links, and they too are solid. We have a signed deployant clasp that you'll see is milled, and that's another great choice made by Seizmont. I am more than happy with the quality and the finishing on this bracelet for the money you pay. Fantastic job. But now it's time for me to tell you what I hate and what I rate about the watch overall. I think the price is fair for what you're getting. A quartz chrono that has a beautiful dial, a milled clasp, and a sapphire crystal. It certainly ticks a lot of boxes. It's tough to find things I hate, but maybe the water resistancy could have been better. Maybe by making the pushers and the crown screwable, and for me, the size of the watch is a little large. I get that all our tastes are different, but I like my watches smaller than this, but there is no denying this pops when it's on the wrist. So if you're a larger wristed watch fan, or if you like bigger and bolder designs, then this is right up your alley. And that's all from me today, guys. Good luck to each and every one of you. Thank you to all my subscribers, and please remember, I'm an enthusiast and not an expert. Good luck.